Scott, aka Sydney MGTOW here with you. So I know Darius is live right now, and I'm sorry to jump in, but you know, he has his sermons for hours, so I can't wait. You know, I gotta get things done today. But I wanted to jump in and talk to you guys about the importance of doing things one step at a time, baby steps, if you will. What's up, NYC Korean? So, hey Saomi. So this morning I jumped out of bed. Awas kamkwa. Good to see you. Jumped out of bed and I had a bunch of things I got to do today. I wrote down a big list last night of everything that I needed to do today. And this is time critical stuff. Right? This is important stuff. But I still take the time out for you men. Welcome Avon Fleet and Charlie Brown at you. Appreciate you, brothers. So, you know, I've got a bunch of different things that I had to do today, and I wrote them all down on a list. And I thought, how am I going to get all this done? So you know what I did? I just started doing it. Started doing it one step at a time. Just one item at a time. Just ticking off the boxes. I had to get up and go down to the street and provide some ID for something. So you know what I did? I got up out of my chair, and I got my two legs and I walked down the street. I handed in that ID. I did what I had to do. What's going on, Deadlust? Arvero, Misery Man, welcome. Smash that thumbs up button, man. So, you know, I don't know if any of you have seen that movie. It's called What About Bob? And it's a movie with Bill Murray. Now, Bill Murray is a very talented actor. I'm sure you guys have all seen him. The Mad Tower says you know how to eat an elephant, one bite at a time. That's right. So you guys know, right? One step at a time is how you got to do things. Because if you don't do things one step at a time, then you're going to end up getting overwhelmed. Right? It's like if I said to you, go build me a house. If I said to you, go build me a house, what you going to do? You're going to go and build me a house? Of course you're not. You know what you're going to do first? You're going to sit down and you're going to write about the things that you want in a house. What you're going to go do then is you're going to go and find yourself an architect. Just look up Google. Just look up Google, right? Look up oh, hang on. Just got some guttering coming over the fence there. Thanks, man. Well, just take a walk. Just you know, they've got some guttering going on here, so I'll get out of the way. But yeah, you know, like you decide what you want in the house. Once you've decided what you want in the house, then you say, okay, what's the next step? I'm gonna go get an architect. Right, so you look in the yellow pages. You do a bit of searching around. You ask your friends that have built houses. You find yourself an architect. The next step is you meet with the architect. You see if you like them or not. You see if you're on the same page as them. And if you are on the same page, okay. Well, maybe now it's time to. Man, this lighting sucks, right? This lighting sucks. Let me see what I can get over here. Oh yes. Yeah, that's right. So when you actually worked out who you want to choose as your architect, then you give them the details of your plot of land. Right? You let them know how much space they've got to work with. Do you want a big backyard? Do you want a shed? Right? You stipulate all these little things to your architect, and then they come up with a concept. They do a little sketch for you. You know, they get there with the pen and paper and just like draw up a little mock-up, like a little sketch up of what you want. And then you might say, well, I don't quite like it like that. Can you just tweak it a little bit? Can you do this here? Can you change this, right? And you get it so that what you want is what the architect's drawn for you. Right? And I mean, this doesn't just apply to building a house, right? This is a metaphor for everything you do in your life. It's a metaphor for everything you do in your life. Right? And you've just got to take it step by step, guys. Because if you don't take it step by step, exactly how us come quite like a blueprint. Sports Car Club 500. First time I've seen you, brother. If you haven't subscribed already, make sure you do. I'd love to see you in here more often. He says baby steps turns hard into easy. Exactly right. And then when you've got that architect, you say, okay, well, now that we've done the drawing, let's find ourselves a builder. Let's find a concreter. Let's find an electrician. Let's find a plumber. And you write each one down. So you got like 6 people that you're gonna entrust with the building of your house, right? So you don't have to build the house yourself. But you do, I mean, if you can do one of those trades and you've got access to the tools you need and you've got access to the equipment you need, then maybe you can do it yourself. But even when you do it yourself, you're still going to plan out the steps. Like you don't just rock up into a house, right? As an electrician, you don't just rock up and go, oh, here's a PowerPoint, there's a light, blah 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 blah. You don't just rock up and do shit straight away. You sit and you plan it. You write it out. You go source the equipment that you need. You know, you look at all the fittings. You make sure you get what you want. All right? Dead Lust says the foundation is always first. Must be able to support the weight. Exactly. Like, are you really going to build your house in a mud pit? Is that what you're going to do? Because not planning for success is inherently planning for failure. But planning for failure is much easier than planning for success. It's one step. By making the choice not to plan. By making the choice not to plan, you've made the choice to fail. Matt Tower says, think of the small as large and the large as small. Yeah, that's right. You know? Ava Norfleet says, by the yard it's hard, by the inch it's a cinch. Exactly. It's exactly right. By the yard it's hard, by the inch it's a cinch. Right, and that's the way you got to play things. When things get difficult, men, don't give up. Don't just say this is too hard. Right? Don't turn around and give up on yourself. Because you're men, we are the builders of this society. That's what we do. Nadia Faith says 10,000 hours of practice towards mastery. Exactly. I remember when Chris Cantu said that. And he's right. Flemish says don't build your house on sand. So it said in the Bible. Exactly. I mean, I can't see any right now, but you know, there's a lot of houses that I've seen in the past where they've started to crack. Like, it's a beautiful, big, gorgeous house, but the foundations have started to, like, all the base of the house and the walls starting to crack because they built it on sand. They didn't lay the concrete right. They didn't plan properly. They didn't look at what the fundamentals of that house needed to be in order for it to stand for 1,000 years. Charlie Brown says too hard and give up is what the women's do. Like the true battler concept of the real Aussie spirit. Siomi says sometimes you need a different approach to things if they don't first work. Exactly. And look, I just want to touch on what Siomi just said. Now, I'm going to repeat that, Siomi. Sometimes you need a different approach to things if they first don't work. I want you to think about that. Now, you see so many guys, right? They're approaching and getting screwed over with, they're approaching women, they're getting screwed over. Then they approach the next woman the same way, they get screwed over. They approach the next woman the same way, they get screwed over. Why do you keep punishing yourself? You should not be doing things the same way if you're getting the same negative results. It's not going to yield anything positive for you. Right? If you've done something, and look, I say to people, right, some people say you should never make the same mistake twice, and I agree with that, right? But sometimes people do make the same mistake twice. But as long as you haven't made the same mistake for the same reasons or with the same intent, I can't begrudge you that. Because everybody makes the, like, I've made the same mistake a couple of times, right? You know, especially guys who in their younger years, you know, they date, right? They might make the mistake of, you know, saying yes too often and not saying no. By the way, no is the most important word that you could ever know. Use it as much as you can, especially when it comes to asserting yourself. Someone wants you to do something you don't want to do, you say, okay, this doesn't benefit me. No. Say it loud and clear. No. Right, but let's say, for example, you know, you get into a relationship because you want sex, and it fails. Next time you get in a relationship because you want a companion. Right, you've made the same mistake twice, but you haven't made it for the same reasons, right? And this is really human nature's way of fault checking. It's human nature's way of going through an isolation test Any of you have ever heard the concept isolation test? It's something they use in IT and in troubleshooting to basically eliminate every possible element that could exist that's causing the problem until they find the root of the problem. Vero says, my mistake was not knowing that I was born MGTOW. I understand, man, I understand. And Yan Ling, I'm going to read something that Yan Ling just said. My dad always told me, if you never fail, you don't try enough tough things. I totally agree with that. And I've failed a lot, and I've tried a lot of tough things, and I've learned a lot. And there's a lot that I know that other people don't. Which is why even when things get tough, I'm able to power through it. Which is why even though I lost my job last Monday, I'm still powering through. Which is why I'm not giving up. Oh, this is even better lighting. Hang on. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. By saying no, we close doors to the unfruitful. Exactly, Nadia Faith. Thank you for that. It was very, very wise words. Unfruitful people, unfruitful habits. Exactly. Thank you very much, young president. I appreciate that. Says keep at it, man. Young president's first time I've seen you in here. Are you a new subscriber? Oh, all the way from Barbados. Respect, man, respect. I love getting subscribers from all over the world, not just America and not just Australia. You know, although I do love my American and Australian subscribers. I appreciate all of you. Comfortable is my worst enemy, says Sports Car Club. Exactly, I agree with you. Comfortable is my worst enemy. Because when I'm comfortable, I'm not challenging myself. I'm not improving myself. I'm not building myself up. Right? If I'm comfortable, comfortable is sitting on the couch doing nothing. That's what comfortable is to me. NY6 says everything in life is an obstacle and we have to learn to work around them. Look, that's exactly right. That's exactly right. When we do live in a religion of comfort, we live in a world where everything's handed to us. And don't get me wrong, like I'm grateful and I'm fortunate, right? Because, you know, if I go to do some training in a particular discipline, the Australian government will give me a little bit of assistance, right? I'm looking to do a 60-week course full time. I'm not going to say what that is because I don't want to dox myself. I'm sure you can all appreciate. But this is the thing. If you work hard, it's very, very easy. It's very, very easy to succeed if you work hard. And I'm not saying work hard doing something that's not working for you, because as we said before, if you keep doing the same thing over and over again, and you're getting the same results and those results aren't good, then it's always going to be negative. Now I need to get some good lighting again. All about the lighting. A few different... Oh, look at that. That is fresh. Oh yeah, there it is. That's what I'm talking about. Take off the hat. And this is the real me. So yeah, guys, you know, look, men, you know, I'd love to get your feedback in the box. Can any of you tell me about something where you've had a really difficult situation and you've broken it down into baby steps and you've tackled it and you've won? And you've taken that problem out and you've made it into mincemeat. Because that's what we're all about here. Smash that like button if you haven't already. We got 22 in the box. We got 13 thumbs up. Flemish, it's hot here today, man. I'm sweating even here. That's why I need this. There's my sweatband up in here. Otherwise I'm gonna have shit dripping down my face. Not shit, obviously, literally, but you know, my sweat's gonna be dripping everywhere. We got anyone here who wants to tell us a story? What's going on, Nicholas? Welcome. I don't think I've seen you before, brother. It's good to see you on the box. Yeah, it is, man. Look, it's hot all over Australia at the moment. John Kevin says life is suffering. Yeah, look, John Kevin, and you know, some people are. Even Northfleet said, learning how to build, I no longer buy furniture. I've turned my passion into profit. My man, respect. Respect. That's how you do it. You do what Avon Northfleet does. You learn how to build, do what you are passionate about. He said he learned how to build, he no longer buys furniture, he turned his passion into profit. Good man, Avon. Appreciate you. And you got to find your passion. You got to find what it is that you love doing. And when you find what it is that you love doing, I've talked about this before, find a way to monetize that. Think outside the square. And don't say, oh, you know, I can't do that because that's not going to work. How are you going to make it work? How are you going to make it work? Exactly. And Charlie Brown says he planned out his trip to Japan for 2 months, managed to visit Japan for 2 weeks on $2,500 Australian, all solo, adventuring myself on a budget. Good man, exactly. Flemish Warrior's a welder. That's a license to print money. Metal Dude, good on you, man. You're going for your dream job. Save money. See, I love seeing this stuff from you guys. You know, I love seeing people that, you know, they're men, they're builders, they're welders, you know, they're stonemasons. You know, they're building. Like, look at this concrete, right? The men that lay this, right? The men that lay the ground that we walk on. Without that ground, we're walking in mud, brothers. And this is just the thing. John Kevin says living on around $500 a month in Thailand. Exactly. And I'm glad that Iceland's banning all circumcision, Charlie Brown. Had to happen. But anyway, man, look, I really wanted to share this message with you about baby steps. And for those of you who've just joined in the box, I'm going to give it a quick summary before I head out and do what I got to do for the rest of the day to make my reality happen, to follow my baby steps, to get to my outcomes. Because at the end of the day, it is about you and it is about me. It's not about anyone else. I even said, had it not been for my ex telling me I couldn't do it, the rage I felt when I left her house fueled me to not kill myself. I flipped and now I'm killing it. Amazing. That's great. I just might come along. I might come on again later, Metal Dude. I just want to make sure I get what I got to get done first. But yeah, guys, look. Take it step by step. Break everything down into little tangible steps. You know, for example, right? If you struggle to get out of the house, if you struggle to walk down the street, you make baby steps to the door, right? You take little tiny baby steps to the door. Take the baby step to grab the door handle. Take the baby step to turn it. Then when you've turned the door handle, you take the baby step to push the door open. And when you push the door open, you take the baby step out of the door. Take the baby step to grab onto the door again. You take the baby step to close the door. Take the baby step to walk down the hallway. Take the baby step to press the button on the elevator. Or you take the baby step to walk down a step. And you take another baby step to walk down another step. Another baby step. Just keep doing baby steps, guys. You don't need to call it baby steps. You can call it whatever you want. But the concept is the same. Because unless you keep doing these, chipping away at one step at a time, because any progress is progress. Right? If you sit on the couch and you say this is too hard to do, then you're going to end up doing nothing. But at least if you get your ass off the couch and you start taking those baby steps, then you're going to amount to something over nothing. And that is so much better than wondering what if for the rest of your life. Exactly right. Charlie Brown says, Danita model smashed a man over the head with a wine bottle, gets off without conviction so she can pursue career. Yeah, her modeling career. Okay. Career my ass. Thank you, Evan Northfleet. He says, thanks, Scott. Your channel is growing because your message is resonating. You freaking rock. I appreciate that, brother. And for any of you guys who want to hear more of my message, but more of a one-on-one, check out in the description below. I've started a mentoring program for my fellow MGTOW brothers. It is men only. I won't be mentoring any women at this time. Probably won't do that because I want to focus and I want to channel and I want to focus all my energy into helping you men. My first session is completely free. You know, guys, if you just need 45 minutes with me, right, and you need to just get my perspective on something, you need a bit of help, don't be afraid to reach out. I don't do this for the money, right? Like, yeah, I need money to feed myself. I need money to, and you know, any donations go to the Fighting Fund. They don't go to me. So this is my way of giving back, but getting back as well. So if any of you guys do want to donate in the super chat, bottom right hand corner, hit the button, donate in the super chat. If you want to jump onto my MGTOW merchandise store, go mgtowmerch.com, check it out. Got some cool stuff there. In fact, Menace Media just ordered his hoodie last night. I got Bitcoin and Litecoin wallet IDs if you want to donate cryptocurrency. I've got Patreon, patreon.com/SydneyMGTOW. I got paypal.me/SydneyMGTOW. If you guys want to donate $1 a month by Patreon or PayPal, appreciate it. Even if you just want to throw 1 shekel my way, just to tip up the jar, appreciate it. Anyway, man, thank you so much again for tuning in, and I hope this message resonated with you, and I appreciate you all. Let us stand united, let's not stand divided. MGTOW is strength, MGTOW is unity, and MGTOW is you. Peace.